I don't know one damn thing. I want to speak on something real quick. Black Americans spent $2 trillion between the year 2024 and 2025. That's a lot of spending power. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I just went to one of this little Chinese restaurant called Yang Chow's. I'm gonna call your ass out at 3211 Grand Avenue. That's in the Bay Area up in Oakland. For a lot of people that live in the Bay Area or grew up in the Bay Area, they know who Yang Chow is. So for all the viewers on here that live in the Bay, y'all know the restaurant I'm talking about. I've been going there since the 80s. I don't know how long they've been in business. I do know that they motherfuckers been down there since 1982. Because that's about how long I've been going there. Because they have this chow mein that I really, really like. I like chow mein from other places, but this particular restaurant, Yang Chow's, to me, they got the best chow mein for my tasting. So I've been going there since 1982. I've seen the owners switch generations, meaning that the original owners, they don't got older, so now their kids don't took the fuck over and they running shit. I'll go down there about 4 months ago, and I get what I always get the same thing because I like it that much, and I treat myself. That's what I consider the treat, the chow mein. It started out at $14. 2 months ago, they raised the prices. It went up to $15. I was okay with that. I figured, the economy and everything, and prices went up. A month ago, I went back. They had raised the prices again from $15 to $16. I went down to that motherfucker today to get me some. They raised the prices again to $17. So I said something. I asked her, the young lady that usually take my order, same little young lady, the granddaughter, the daughter, I don't know who the fuck she is. She related. She in the family. I said, I've been noticing that the prices keep going up. She smiled. She said, yeah, it's the economy. I said, well, you do realize that the economy affect the consumer too, the customer. I said, so when y'all go up, that means it's a higher price for us to pay, obviously. She smiled and she looked back. She said, yeah, but y'all got choices. I said, what are the choices? She said, you can choose to either buy it or don't buy it. That little helper looked me dead in my eye and smiled and held my hand while she said, you can choose to buy it or don't buy it. She tried to say it in a little nice, nasty way. But the way I took it is, okay, so those are my choices. Motherfucker, I'm going to start exercising my choices. And the reason why I say that is because, black people, we really don't complain about a lot of shit. Sometimes, we like to go to places that we're accustomed to going to. We like what we buy from them, and they don't change the ingredients and none of that shit. Sometimes the price might elevate a little bit, but they always got the same thing. And, as older baby boomers, we don't like switching up and changing. If the shit ain't broke, we don't want to fix it. But this right here, when she looked me in my eye and said that motherfucking shit, that just reminded me of the fact that, it's been a whole lot of focus on immigrants and Latinos and all that shit. But the Chinese, them motherfuckers, they something else. They don't give a fuck. If they shit is $2 and you only got $1.99 motherfucking cent, you ain't getting it. I don't talked about that before. You got to have the whole $2. They rather lose the customer over that 1 penny than to satisfy the customer and let you get away with it for $1.99. I'm saying that to say this. Because a lot of times when you're in a business, you might find yourself just asking a question, having a little back and forth with the motherfuckers that own the shit, and other customers may be in there and they hear you, with your little dialogue, with questions and answers. You ask a question, they answer the shit. And sometimes us as Black Americans, we don't give a damn about what your experience is with your little black ass. We gonna keep on coming. That you got the problem with that, not me. That's usually our attitude about shit. That's something that we need to address and we need to change. Because what she was saying to me is, I don't give a damn about your little black ass. Because it's enough of you black motherfuckers coming in here buying our shit. We can lose you. Because we got the bulk of the black people, they still coming. That's what they were saying to me. So we got to stop. We got to stop and start sticking together. Because when one black customer is not appreciated, and we spending $2 trillion a fucking year, then that means you don't appreciate none of our black ass. You can't just take one and exclude them and make them feel like a piece of shit because you figure you're gonna continue to get the business from the rest of the black customers. So that's why I'm doing this goddamn video, because I want to blast your ass out. If you go to Yang Child's at 3211 Grand Avenue in Oakland, that's how they think about your motherfucking ass. They don't give a damn. She said it out of her own motherfucking mouth, the little wench, little heifer. She said, your choice is if you don't like it, then you ain't got to come here and buy it. She was absolutely right. It's a whole lot of truth in that. But to say that to a motherfucking customer, that's saying a whole goddamn lie. I work in the customer service business. You know, I would never tell a customer no shit like that. If they ask me a question about why the prices don't went up, you know, I would give them the answer and leave it at that. She said it was the economy. I said, well, the economy affects both of us. Now, instead of her saying, oh, I understand, the little wench told me, you ain't got to buy it. So I'm gonna do exactly that. I told her, I said, okay, I hear you loud and clear. I got you. Ain't no point in us arguing, because I ain't gonna, two things I ain't gonna do with your ass long. I ain't gonna go back and forth with you, and I ain't gonna go out of my motherfucking way. So I won't be eating no motherfucking chow mein, that Yang Chow, no goddamn more. Y'all kiss my black ass. If that's how you feel about my black dollar, then I'm gonna keep my black dollar in my motherfucking black pocket. Talk to your ass later, bye.